tradition of various cultures is programming. I don't say that to judge it or say it's good or bad. No, just to make a point that tradition is programming. And it's been running for whatever period of time. Don't need to really get specific about that, however long it's been. And I've had a realization that why I was born in the United States. I am of Polish heritage. Both my parents moved here to the United States in the 80s, 1980s. Both immigrated here. I am of 100% Polish descent as a result, but born in the United States. And I did not receive the Polish programming so heavily. Definitely got pieces of it. Both my parents, again, being from there, brought a lot of that tradition here into the home in my upbringing. Again, not one way or another, like good or bad or any of this. It's just part of my experience here. Yeah, what am I getting at though? I didn't receive the full download of the Polish program like I would have if I grew up in Poland. Because I have been deprogramming a lot of stuff, a lot of the programming that happens, programming from school, programming from, let's just put it in a one box sort of package. My whole life experience and everything that I experienced in it has programmed me over the years, and I've recently kind of washed a lot of that away. It's trickling back, of course, but kind of got back to square zero. So I was able to see how, and well, see is good enough way to put it, see how it has shaped me, shaped the way I think, shaped the way I talk, shaped the way I interact with people, thoughts, feelings, ideas, the whole thing, how it's shaped me over the years. And it would have been much more challenging. This is my point, I guess. It would have been much more challenging to have accepted this whole thing if I was heavy in the Polish program. When you're super heavy in a traditional program, to accept that, what do you accept? This is going to be hard to say, but what you have to accept is that everything you think you knew about who you are, where you come from, history, education, health, wellness, mind, body, spirit, the whole thing has all been a lie. Pretty much every portion of it. Yes, there are truths sprinkled in between. You learn some mathematics, you learn some sciences, you learn language, kind of things that are based in the truth, but interweaved in between all of that. One complete lie. There's a little bit of my ego, but when I do that type of laugh, that's my ego. Because it's like coming off like I know something that you don't know. But any case, yeah, when you're deep in that traditional program, it's a lot harder to accept that. And I realized that's why I was born here in the United States. So I didn't get the full download again of the Polish program. Download of the Polish program. That sounds funny. That's a little bit not of my ego. That's just my joyful nature. That's youthful, joyful Conrad right there. It just sounds funny. In any case, I'm a little bit tired. That's why I'm talking like this, a little bit slow, a little bit quiet, dim lighting. Again, it's past 10 o'clock. It was 4th of July today. Oh man, so much release of energy. People are so stressed out. They're done with this. They're done with this whole thing, this fear program that's running. People are so tired of it. They don't even understand the depth of the fear program. And we're not supposed to really, but complete unawareness of it, that's where most people are living from. Again, no judgments. I've been there. And it's hard. It's hard when you're totally unaware of what's influencing us, what's influencing you, what's influencing me. And when you're totally unaware of it, you're just lost. So many people are lost and they're like, why is this happening? Why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to us? Get on board the love bus. The fear program is the program of destruction. You can see it all around the world. Air, food, water, oceans, rivers, streams, city water, groundwater, all being destroyed. Food system, monocropping, synthetic pesticides, synthetic fertilizers, destroying the soil, destroying the microbial diversity. I know. So when you talk about the fear program, it sounds horrid. Why are you being so negative? When you talk about the fear program, when you talk about the darkness, when you speak of the darkness, it sounds dark. But we don't have to live in that darkness. In any case, air. Oh, so many things happening with the air. Beyond emissions from vehicles, that is a small fraction of what's happening with the air. Darkness is infiltrating the air as well, in ways that I'm not even going to mention right now because it'll sound like conspiracy theory. All you do is have to look at the skies. You just watch the skies for a little while and you'll see. That there's something odd. Not necessarily understanding what is the oddity, but you can see that there's a bit of an oddity if you just watch the sky long enough. Take a day, go to the beach, go take a hike or something, and just kind of watch the sky, for a while. It doesn't happen every day. It's kind of there every day, but some days it's really noticeable. In any case, air, water, food. What am I getting at? Programming. Love, the love program, the love bus. That's the bus to hop aboard, not the fear bus. The love builds. The love is the energy of creation that builds. You just look around you when you care for plants with the right nutrients, with the right water, at the right times, and all these sort of things, they grow. That's the love program. Things grow when you give it what it needs. You can see what happens. It's happened to me. I can see it happening around me. I can feel it happening around me as well. What happens when you take away our basic fundamental building blocks that our body needs? Just speaking of the body, there's of course the mind and the spirit portion, but just speaking of the body, when you take away those fundamental building blocks, the vitamins, the minerals, the micronutrients, the microbes, the beneficial microbes, the diversity of those microbes and all this sort of stuff, you start narrowing them, you start obliterating them with antibiotics and just the poor quality soil. Everything's super sterilized and over hygienic and all this sort of stuff, and destroys that microbial diversity. And we're suffering as a result. Enough about the darkness talk. It depresses me just talking about it to a degree. It's what's happening. It is there. I am aware. People are becoming aware. But I guess there's the lesson for me. Don't focus on that. Don't even look at it. Turn it off. We have that power to turn it off and turn on the program we want. So, different ways we can do that. Meditation, affirmations, diet, cleansing, clean air, clean water, clean food. Build things. Build, not destroy. Build yourself. Build yourself internally. Form that solid relationship with yourself. First and foremost, kind, loving compassion for myself first and foremost, and then I'll reflect through me onto others. You see people struggling all the time, and I've been judgmental in a lot of ways before. Hey, they're too skinny, they're too fat, they're too this, they're too that. You know? How could they wear that? Judgments, creating divisions. Divisions between me, divisions between you. That's what the darkness does. Divides us, polarizes us. You could get into depth about what those polarizations are, but we don't need to do that. Remember, we are all part of the existential oneness. We are moving energy in this human form, but energy is unbounded by space and time, moves through it. So what you do in this relative time to your experience carries on in ways that I'm not even aware of, just slightly becoming aware of certain things. You know, that whole old soul thing? Yeah, I'm not gonna speculate on that one, but in any case, yeah, it's far out. It's so far out. The deeper I see into things, the more I'm like, Connor's lost his marbles. Lost my marbles. Call the paddy wagon. Only the marbles I didn't need. Weights I was carrying around with me, keeping me from sharing. This is the hardest thing to do before. Look myself straight in the eye. Look the camera straight in the lens. Look other people straight in the eye. I'd often shift my gaze. I took this singing class once at Saddleback College. Singing class, one semester of a vocal class. And I've always been able to feel the light in me. But I had trouble with my own personal darkness that was overshadowing that light in me, and also a lot of the darkness around me. Again, all the judgments, all the criticisms, and all this sort of stuff. Am I good enough? Are people gonna like me? That whole sort of thing, you know? And what I was doing when I would have to get up in front of people, get up in front of everybody and sing, you know? Here's the song we learn, and I'd have to get up in front of everybody and sing just as well with each other student in the class. And what I would do is close my eyes. I would just close my eyes and sing Come raggio di sol mite sereno. That's one I still remember. It was a nice little operatic thing, you know, Italian. But I would close my eyes. I'd close my eyes because I would be able to feel that inner light in me. That's, again, music, art is the light shining through the darkness. So I would be able to see that light in me easier. Keep on track with the song when I close my eyes. It drove the teacher nuts. That I would always close my eyes. He said something about like share yourself, with the class, class and the teacher and everything. He wanted me to make eye contact. I understand why and everything, you know, makes that connection. But I had a hard time doing it. Again, looking the lens straight in the eye, in the lens, looking the camera straight in the lens, looking people straight in the eye. But I felt that light in me. Felt that light in me. No, you have it in you as well. You might not feel it. It might be buried. It might be overshadowed by dark things, judgments, criticisms on yourself that have been placed on you. Now you carry them in you. But you can release yourself from that. Clear your mind, free your spirit, clean your body. This is why fasting is so important and has been talked about through so many cultures, because different types of fasting are key to cleaning this body. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Maybe that has something to do with it. I'm not exactly sure. Definitely cleaning in various ways. Cleaning house, cleaning the temple brings us closer. Closer to what? Not sure exactly. Existential oneness, spirituality, more spiritual state of being, more in tuned state of being, more connected state of being. You realize you're not separate from this. You realize you're a part of this. Everything you do, think, say, act, feel, the whole thing. Every thought carries energy with it. A little cool, I guess it's cool, but also just a neat tip. Think good thoughts. Life is really simple. All these sort of things, there's the complexity of it, which we're not supposed to get, but there's this simplicity to it as well. And one of them that was kind of relayed to me intuitively: think good thoughts, because thoughts carry energy with them. So if sometimes you might not be able to help people, like physically help people in this world. I want to go save somebody. I want to go do this and that and what have you. And it's not, first off, it's not my responsibility or your responsibility to save anybody. It's not expected of us. But then if simple thing we can do to help, if we'd like to, is just think good thoughts about somebody. You get that somebody's going through a hard time, some sort of sickness, some sort of setback in their life, whatever it may be, whatever severity it may be. Just think good thoughts about them. I hope they're going to be okay. I hope they're going to get through this illness, this cancer, whatever it may be, I hope they're going to get a good test score. I hope they're going to I don't know, whatever, get their dream job or something, whatever it may be. Just think good thoughts, because thoughts carry energy with them, and energy is unbounded by space and time, moves through it. Time is relative to our experience here. That's about it. I've been going off. This is probably a long video. This is a lot. I like to keep these videos shorter, just because, I don't know, concise, quick, concise. Again, it's simple. All of it's simple, and I'm kind of, it's a mix of things. Again, I'm a little bit tired. Had a nice fireworks show and everything, and just winding down. So, anyways, may or may not release this video. And good night to you all. Peace and love infinitely to you all in this life and anything beyond it.